Hey, what up, guys? This is your boy Fenrir Moon. I'm not really feeling too well today, but I want to try to shoot a video for you guys today. I'm gonna try to keep it short as possible. I was on YouTube and I came across this video of this guy, like the James Gunn fans with this Superman, and they always coming after the fans that support the Snyderverse, and they keep saying that the Snyderverse is not coming back, which I do agree. I don't think they're going to come back with the Snyderverse. And this is just the way it is because they don't listen to fans. And that is the reason why DC is failing right now. Because James Gunn did not listen to the fans or anybody that supposed to listen to the DC fans in that department or whatever, wherever they have their office located at. The people that supposed to make all these decisions. Because if the fans wanted Snyderverse, you should have gave them Snyderverse. If the fan wanted The Rock to take over DC, that's what y'all should have gave him DC. Y'all should have gave him the fans The Rock to take over DC when he came out with the Black Adam. Y'all did not give the fans none of that. Y'all didn't give the fans none of what they wanted. Y'all gave them James Gunn. Now, some fans, fans wasn't too upset about James Gunn coming in. They was like, okay, James Gunn coming in. Me, personally, I didn't like him going to the DC. I didn't like him going back to Marvel. At a point, I thought Marvel did the right thing by firing James Gunn for doing those pedophilia tweets because he is a pedophile. Only pedophiles would make those type of tweets. I don't care what kind of joke you have, because you can actually look at Cat Williams, one of the biggest comedians in the world. He never said anything about pedophilia jokes. He never did anything about pedophilia jokes. Dave Chappelle never did anything about pedophilia jokes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other major big comedians and famous people that is in there to make those type of jokes that doesn't make pedophilia jokes. So by him actually making that jokes, anybody, you know why people don't make that type of jokes? Because they don't want people to associate or even think about them doing that type of life activity, that type of demonic lifestyle, pedophilia. That's why they try to stay away from that. But by him so boastfully actually did it, that means that he's part of it. He doing it. That's just my opinion. Because he shouldn't have made it. I'm based off what he made, what he put out in the reality, what he put out in public. So that's why I'm basing my opinion off of. Okay? And that's the reason why I don't like nothing what James Gunn doing. That's why I don't even like Marvel no more. You know what I'm saying? Because Marvel, they just basically, when they rehired James Gunn back to shoot Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and try to come up with some bull crap excuse saying no one else can shoot except James Gunn, that just basically told me that Marvel Studios himself, the people that work in Marvel Studios that rehire him and talk to him and rehire him, the people, they support pedophilia. That's just where it is. Because they should have fired him. They fired him for the tweets. That put Marvel on a higher standards. Like, okay, Marvel is doing the right thing. And then when they rehired him back, then I'm like, okay, Marvel just playing around with us. And then DC hired him. So DC basically told everyone that they approve of pedophilia. Because no one shouldn't want to be associated with that. But this James Gunn fans seem like they just ignores all of that because they want a Superman movie. That's what really comes down to it. They want to see a Superman movie. They don't care who directed. They don't care what happens. They don't care if they get disrespected. They don't care if James Gunn just call them peasants, sheep, lie to them, look down on them, talk smack to them. They don't care. All they care is for a movie. That means that those people don't have no morals and don't care what has been done to them. Those are the type of fan James Gunn wants. And the rest of those people with that type of mindset and lifestyle of living with same as James Gunn. Those are the type of people they want. They want people that they can just do whatever they want, and those people will run to the box office and just give it to them and just be like suicide. Oh, James Gunn, they're so great about that. They're so wonderful about it. No, 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 no. So don't start hating on the Snyderverse fan base because they hating on James Gunn. You step back and look and see why is you supporting a pedophile so heavily. Because that's what you're doing. If you're paying for his movies, if you're paying for his, you celebrating him, and you going to the conventions and visiting him, getting autographs and pictures with him, that's what you is. You're a supporter of a pedophile, in my opinion. And people doesn't Snyderverse fan base doesn't hate Superman character. They just hate what James Gunn is doing to Superman. And then one thing that y'all got to understand, James Gunn fans, y'all should actually be mad at James Gunn because he's the one turned his back on y'all. He's the one told y'all that y'all voices doesn't matter. Oh, just in case you don't understand what I'm talking about. The trailer. You remember when the dude took the can and hit Superman in the head and he like that and stuff? Did he edit it? Why he edited it? For the backlash of the Zack Snyder verse fans. That's why he changed it. It's because you know he didn't change it for the James Gunn fans, because the James Gunn fans love everything James Gunn is doing. So he didn't change it for them. So therefore, he had to change it for the majority. The majority is the Snyderverse fan base. So James Gunn fans, you the minority. Snyderverse is the majority. So he changed it to cater to the majority. So James Gunn turned his back on y'all. So y'all should be directing y'all anger, y'all pissed offness to James Gunn. That is wild. That is wild. But all reality on things though, we shouldn't be actually fans. We shouldn't actually be fighting amongst each other like this. Because if you think about it, James Gunn and Zack Snyder truly doesn't care about the fans, period. Because you got to think about this. You got the Zack Snyderverse fighting to bring it back. I don't hear Zack Snyder out there going fighting for it at all. Matter of fact, what I saw, James Gunn and Zack Snyder took a picture together. I don't know if that was before the Superman movie or after. Either way, that's not a good look. And now I understand, because they boys. They got to be boys and they friends. They probably laughing at us behind our backs while they drinking their little wine and everything. So, me personally, I don't care if Zack Snyderverse come back because he's not fighting for it. So that showed me that he really don't care about it. So why would I care so hard about it? I don't like James Gunn, period. Because what he have done and did, what I already mentioned in his video, I don't want to keep saying it over and over, pedophile, but you know what I'm saying? But that why I don't like James Gunn, because I don't want to support that type of lifestyle. I don't want to support anything that he's actually doing to that degree. Any other thing, because I don't want to be associated, me as being a fan, to a pedophile. And Zack Snyder, if you want to do bring back the Snyderverse, I support it, but I'm not going to sit here and fight for it because you don't care to fight for it. So I'm not going to care to fight for it. I like it, but if it's not coming, so be it. It don't come back. But that's all that's all I wanted to say, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see the point. But basically we fans, we need to stop fighting amongst each other because we fighting for different people, insulting each other for people that don't even care about us and see us as peasants. This is your boy Fenrir Moon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We are comics.